Okay, have you ever been in one of those meetings that just feels electric? You know, a brilliant, absolutely game-changing idea is born. But then, fast forward a few weeks, maybe a few months, and you realize it just kind of fizzled out. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to take those incredible strategies and turn them into real, actual success.
It's a tough question, but a really important one. I mean, we've all seen it happen, right? A bold new vision gets announced, the team is totally fired up, and then crickets. That amazing idea ends up right here in what I like to call the graveyard of good intentions. So what's really going on? Why do so many great strategies just fail?
Well, it happens right here, in this massive chasm, this huge gap between an ambitious idea on one side and a real result on the other. This is exactly where all that good momentum gets lost, where the focus gets blurry, and where even the most brilliant plans just completely fall apart. We call this the strategy execution gap, and honestly, it's the biggest killer of progress out there. So let's really dig into this idea, the strategy execution gap. Think of it as that giant chasm between your vision and your reality. It is without a doubt the single biggest reason why so many organizations struggle. Our goal today, it's to give you the blueprint for the bridge that gets you safely to the other side.
And here's the thing you have to understand. Coming up with the idea, even writing the fancy strategy document, that's often the easy part. The real challenge, the moment where it all succeeds or fails, is turning that document into action. It's all about the implementation.
So how do we actually build that bridge? Well, you can't build anything without a plan, right? You need a blueprint, an action blueprint to be specific. This is the tool, the framework that gives you the structure you need to get from idea to results without falling into the gap. And the whole purpose of this blueprint is to act like a funnel. It takes all those big, messy, abstract ideas at the top and channels them down into a clear, concrete, and totally executable plan. It's how you translate the big picture what into the practical how, the accountable who, and the non-negotiable when. Now, the real power of this blueprint is in its three simple pillars. First, you define your objectives, and I mean, what does success actually look like? Get super specific. Second, you have to set clear timelines with actual dates, no vague soon or later. And third, you assign clear responsibilities. One person, one task. Trust me, if even one of these pillars is shaky, your plan is really just a wish. Okay, so we have our blueprint. We're ready to start building the bridge. But how do we know we're on track? How do we know we aren't veering off course? Well, you have to measure the journey. You just can't manage or improve something if you don't track it. And the main tool we use for that is the KPI, or Key Performance Indicator. Don't let the jargon scare you. Just think of it as the dashboard for your project. It's a simple, measurable value that tells you, with zero emotion or guesswork, whether or not you're actually on track to hit your goals. You've probably heard this quote a million times, and for good reason. It's absolutely true. The second you start measuring something, you automatically start paying more attention to it. So setting the right KPIs, it forces focus, and it drives the exact behaviors you need to succeed. Now, let's look at how this all fits together in what we call an implementation roadmap. This isn't just a simple timeline, it's more like the story of your project. It starts with the launch, it clearly marks key milestones so everyone knows where you are, and it guides the entire team, step by step, toward that final goal. It makes the whole process visible. And this brings us to a really key piece of wisdom. A great roadmap has to be ambitious, right? It needs to inspire people, but at the same time, it has to be practical. It has to be doable. Because let's be honest, a plan that's impossible to actually execute is just as useless as having no plan at all. It's all about finding that sweet spot. So, let's say we've done it. We've used the blueprint, we've measured our progress, and we've finally crossed the bridge. We've gone from just a plan to real-world performance. What does that actually feel like? What are the benefits of reaching the other side? Well, the results are pretty amazing. Obviously, you get the tangible outcomes you were aiming for, but it goes so much deeper than that. You start to build a culture of sustained performance. Your team's confidence just goes through the roof because they see their work making a real difference. And maybe best of all, you create a repeatable structure for success on every single project that comes next. When you boil it all down, it really comes back to these three things: the confidence to actually take action on your big ideas, the structure to get you there without getting lost along the way, and of course, the incredible satisfaction of achieving real results. That's the payoff. So think about it. Your strategy is set. Your vision is crystal clear. That bridge is right there in front of you. The only question left is, what's your first step?